Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Mind of the Matter. Today, we're going to be discussing a few topics, right, and a few different things. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Welcome back. Let's get right into this video, right into this podcast. So how you feeling today, Emmanuel? How you doing, bro? What's going on?
Man, I just got the fucking PS5. Good?
Yeah. All right. We're good. We're pushing out content all 2023.
Yeah.
So
we got the vault.
Topic of
You
said what?
We got the vault. We got the vault.
Yep. The vault. You already know the Mind of the Matter vault. We're coming out with a lot of content all 2023. So make sure you guys stay tuned. If you aren't already, please follow us. Please subscribe. Whatever platform you guys are listening to this, please turn on your notifications because we will be dropping heat all 2023. Now, without further ado, let's go right into the topic of the day. Can you tell our viewers what the topic of the day is?
So it's the end of 2022, 2023 now. So what we decided to do was we wanted to talk about the movies that we enjoyed all throughout 2022. So Lenny and I, we decided to make a ranking, top 5 movies of 2022. Me and him, we're gonna go back and forth about this because he likes certain movies that I like, vice versa. I'm not letting that slide. I'm defending these movies.
Oh, all right. We'll see how good you defend them. This is
with my life.
So we're one thing about Mind of the Matter is we want to bring all the sports content. We want to bring that, but we actually want to go into movie content, and we're gonna be bringing a wide variety of content over the time to come. So this will be one of the topics and one of the niches that we will be. Yeah, this is one of the niches that we'll be focusing on. So yeah, you already know. So we're gonna be doing top 5 movies, specifically for our top 5 movies of 2022. There was a lot of great movies in 2022, and it's there was a lot of great movies, but it didn't really
meet your expectations.
It didn't meet my expectations. Yeah, it didn't meet my expectations of previous years and stuff like that. Obviously, we got COVID-19 that really hurt the production of movies and stuff like that. So that's understandable. But 2022, it wasn't really a year that I was fond of for movies. How about you? How did you feel about 2022 as a whole for movies, bro?
I mean, I feel like we had a lot of bangers, like low key bangers. Like I really liked The Woman King. That was it didn't make my list, but top 5, top 10 for sure. I'm looking at the list right now. I like Terrifier 2 is scary as shit. Top Gun Maverick, what I'm saying, bringing back a classic. Amsterdam, I really like. Like most of these movies that are on here, I like, but they're not making the list. I thought.
Damn, really? Okay.
I thought it was decent. It was a decent run for movies this year.
It was definitely,
like you said, especially with COVID. We didn't. It wasn't we had Minions: Rise of the Gru. That was heat. Jurassic World. We had low key bangers.
Yeah. So I agree with you.
I think it was a good year, but I know 2023 is gonna be even better. It's done.
2023 is gonna be heat, brother. Heat.
Yeah, no, heat. Straight gas. We eating good. It's 23. It's Jordan year. We have to be. It has to be heat.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. I don't know. I looked at the movie list for 2023, and I was kind of I obviously
just the names alone were getting me excited. Oh shit, we're about to see like Kraven the Hunter. I want to see that. I think the dude from Bullet Train, the British guy, was it Tangerine? I think he gonna be Kraven the Hunter. I think.
Yeah. So is it him or?
I think it's him. Okay. I think they said it was gonna be him. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna fit that role, but he's a good actor. He was on Badass.
Yeah, 100%. Isn't Bad Bunny supposed to be playing something on MCU as well, or didn't they? I don't know. I heard some. I heard a
I didn't hear
rumor
anything
of
about it.
that, but yeah, I heard a rumor of that, but I don't know if it's official or anything. So yeah.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
thing is also we have had news on what's his name? The Hawkeye, the guy who plays Hawkeye, is Jeremy
yeah,
something, right?
yeah,
He, hope all is well with him. Prayers out to him because he got, he literally got hurt like really really bad. He's in stable condition, but it was he was in critical condition as well. But he
yeah.
was stable. So, shout out to him. Shout out to, prayers for him. Hope him the best and hope him a speedy recovery. But other than that, you know, let's get right into it. What's your top 5 movies, bro, of 2022, and how are you feeling about them?
All right. So at number 5, I had Prey. So I said that because I feel like there's been a lot of Predator reboots, but I feel
Mm,
like this one. I think this was like the first hunt on Earth. I think they were saying like the Predator is a Yamcha, which is one of the young not a Yamcha. All right. I don't know what the fuck that shit called, but one of
yeah.
the young predators, the one where they have to like earn like the weapons and shit, like from
Yeah.
Alien vs Predators. Yeah. Um,
Mm,
and that was his first hunt on Earth. So he was one of the young bloods. Yeah, I think it was called the young bloods. One of the young bloods. So yeah, that was supposed to be like that movie was based around like that first hunt of like the young blood and on Earth. And I really liked like yeah, he kind of lost a plot armor. I ain't going cap. That's kind of why I got it so low. Because
you
dude
said
was
because of what?
cold. I ain't going. Because of plot armor. I think he lost to the plot armor.
Okay.
Because how you get outsmarted by a little ass girl? That's my thing. So I think plot armor. Because man was too cold. Like yeah, you could tell like in the fight scenes that he was a bit reckless. Like we could tell that he was young by the way he
Mm,
was fighting. Like he was just using. He wasn't really smart. He was using the strength. So I don't know. It's the plot. It bumped it down to 5. I felt like if the plot was better, it would have been top 3. So I have that at number
okay.
5. But I really enjoyed the movie. Like it was a good movie. It was a
Yeah.
really good reboot for the Predator series, and I hope they like dish out some more stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, nah. I agree with you, bro. As a matter of fact, since that's your top 5, I'm not gonna lie, that was my top 5. That was my top 5, Prey. For those who don't know it is, bro. I really like
Yeah, no,
that. I really
praise
like that
praise great.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Like
Especially that
I
bear scene,
I
dude. The
was
bear
in.
scene. You see the bear
Oh
scene?
yeah. Oh
That shit
yeah.
was
The
fire.
bear scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or the
was in
wolf and the
tune
wolf
with
too.
that
It was
whole
like it was
movie
like
from.
yeah, the bear and
Yeah,
the
I
wolf.
was in tune with
Yeah.
that whole movie, bro, from beginning to start. I really like how they came about. It was like you said, it was the first predator on the planet, right? And I like how they went with the indigenous, like they showed like really what it was like back then, like in the indigenous,
With the indigenous people.
indigenous,
Yeah.
and with the indigenous people, and obviously, you got the you got the Brits, you got the Americans that are coming in and they're trying to take over the land of the indigenous people and just take over that part of the world and conquer that part of the world. And we've seen
Yeah.
that. We've seen that, and I like how they basically introduced the predator into that type of era, showing us how the first hunt
How
was.
far
You know what I'm
back that
saying?
they were. Yeah, and it also shows
Yeah.
that how like long they've been around. Like if I feel like if they did something like a little bit farther back, like with the Aztecs, like he was
Mhm.
like an indigenous predator. You know how like there's different types of predators, like the LA predator and like
Mhm.
the predator with Arnold. I feel like if they
Mhm.
did like went a little bit more back, like with the Aztecs, I feel like that would be fire.
Oh yeah, that would
I
have
think that
been.
would
Oh
be a
yeah,
fire
that
movie.
would, bro. That would be fire,
Yeah.
bro. That
That'd
would
be
that would be
because
tough, cause
it's like warrior against warrior. Like yeah, with Prey it was like warrior against warrior, but I feel like the Aztecs are more like they're more with it. And I feel like
they're more
if they
warrior
make it,
like, especially back.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But if they make
Go ahead. Yeah.
another Predator movie, I feel like they should just like you know instead of like a little girl, like I mean, like I got nothing against it. It's more of like I feel like that was just
Yeah.
plot armor. Like that was obviously like a fight that he should have won, but they just want to make it seem like, oh, well, this girl like outsmarted him and all that stuff.
Yeah, she 100%. I think she
Yeah,
was a good actor. I like I
yeah,
like the
yeah,
acting in the movie. Um, I didn't really have any problems with it. It's just that it's Prey. Like it's a good franchise. Predator. It's a good franchise, but it's for the ones for me ranking it this top five like as fifth on my list.
yeah, yeah,
Obviously there were better movies, but that better movies that came out of 2022. Um, but Prey. I don't have really anything against it. The bear scene, like you said, the bear scene was cool. I liked when they introduced that the Europeans were actually there. You know what I'm saying? I really liked
yeah,
that, and I liked how they captured how they showed them capturing the indigenous people, and how one of the indigenous people were among the Europeans, like because it was like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah,
was
yeah,
it was like that, like that really happened. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
like also with the Predator, he was kind of invisible like half the movie. I ain't gonna cap. Like we
yeah,
really didn't see him until like almost near the end of the movie. Like even with the bear scene, he was like invisible. Like yeah, it was cool, but I feel like if he had a little bit more screen time, it would have been a little bit more up there too. Like not just with the invisible, like actual like full on like how we saw him at the end of the movie. I feel like it would have ranked higher too.
mm,
But
no,
I mean,
definitely.
it's still a good movie
But
regardless. Like
oh yeah, it's still a good movie. The movie was gruesome, bro. Like when they were killing people, they was actually killing people in that movie. Like they was actually showing blood, heads being chopped off. Like they were actually showing gruesome stuff. And obviously the film is rated
yeah,
R, but like the effects on the movie was like when he was invisible, bro, chopping people's heads off and stuff, bro. That was crazy, bro. Like
yeah,
that was when he was literally in the middle of like that little like settlement. And he literally, I'm pretty sure he killed like all the European bulls or something like that. I'm pretty sure,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And they were trying to shoot him and all that, and then he was
yeah,
invisible,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
And he
That
like just
scene
out,
was,
he just outsmarted everything. Yeah, no, that scene.
he,
There was like a
yeah.
lot of really good scenes in that movie.
hmm And then the girl, I like how the girl outsmarted the predator too. How she basically used, I think it was her brother, right? That was her brother that was there, right? Her brother that
Uh,
got killed by
I
him.
think her brother was her brother was the one that got killed by him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they try to basically shoot him with his own with his
Like gun,
own
but yeah, they didn't know
gun,
how to use it,
basically his
right?
own cannon.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
It
that
was
scene
it
was
wasn't like
fire.
a cannon. He didn't have the blast. He didn't have the blaster. He had something else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had something else. I don't know. Bro, like yeah, I haven't watched this movie in a couple months, but yeah, nah. Pray
Yeah, so the
top.
details are a little bit fuzzy about it, but like yeah, it's still top five.
Still top five. Still top five.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So that was our top. That was our fifth spot. Now your fourth spot for top movies of 2022.
Number four, I put Black Panther.
What?
Yeah.
All right, all right. What?
All right.
All right,
So
good.
like the reason it
Explain.
was a really good movie. Like it was a really good movie. Like I liked it. It was more the
Mhm.
fact that like the other movies that I listed, like I my attention was like towards the movie. I mean, I feel like with Black Panther, it kind of like I don't know, man. I just couldn't like
You weren't.
it wasn't like
You couldn't.
me like
Yeah.
completely glued to the screen. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm.
I don't know if I like Shuri as Black Panther either. Like I don't know. I wish it was
Okay.
someone. I don't wish it was someone else, but I feel like it would have been better if it was like somebody else. Like she did good. It
hmm
was more like it just didn't really gravitate towards me. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it makes sense of
Yeah, I
why
know.
she should be the Black Panther.
Uh.
But if it was what was it, Njoku, like I feel like he would have been a really good Black Panther.
hmm Wait, you said The Ape Man, right?
Yeah. What the fuck? The Ape
Okay.
Man. Yeah, yeah.
Ape Man. Yeah, that's what he is. I mean,
I mean, sort
yeah.
of. But
Huh?
I said sort of. He runs in
Yeah.
Francis and
You
Ghana.
mean
So I said,
yeah, the Jabari tribe. Yeah.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
yeah. Um I mean, I got that on my list, but it's not top it's a little bit higher on the list for me.
I know you're
I
gassing. I know you got the Dark Sport Black Panther drop. I know you got that.
I'm gonna go over my viewpoints when I bring it up on my list, but like that's how you really
Yeah,
felt. Like
yeah.
how did you like
No,
the
I like the
effects of the movie?
I like the movie. It was great. It was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the plot was a little bit iffy. Like
Yeah.
I like the protagonist. I forgot his name,
Mm.
but yeah,
Namor?
I like the Namor. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the villain. He was part of like the Atlantean it's like a Hispanic thing, like a Hispanic
Talakan.
Atlantis. I don't fucking know. Yeah, yeah.
Talakan,
So
yeah.
I like that. You know, they added that there. You know, I didn't. It wasn't like representation type of thing, but I just like how he was
They
also pretty cool
inquired
too. He like then he like what they killed one of his people and then he killed like a bunch of
the whole
Wakandans or
settlement.
like yeah the whole settlement. Yeah, I think that shit's cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I yeah.
I like the movie. I just like the other ones better.
Mm. Okay. I could understand your points there. Um I'm gonna go over my points like when I do get to that on my
Yeah,
list, but
yeah,
um not for my top four for my fourth place, I got Top Gun Maverick, right? I love that movie. The movie was
okay,
amazing.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It is a little bit low on the list because I believe that there were better movies, personally. But the
yeah,
effects on that movie, the way that they portray, the lessons that you could get out of that movie.
yeah,
It's not just about just looking at the movie, but the lessons that you could get out of the movie, the effects of it, Tom Cruise literally just it's mind blowing, bro. Like that was like a roller coaster. Like basically, like Top Gun was a roller coaster for me. Like I really enjoyed. It was kind of slow at the beginning, in my opinion. I thought it started off a little slow and it was kind of dragging, but towards the end, the towards the end of the movie, like the you know 2/4 of the movie, uh phenomenal. Like phenomenal, bro.
yeah.
Like
It was a
phenomenal.
good one. It's top 10 for sure. Just
Yeah,
not my
yeah.
top. I mean, just yeah, it's top five. Just not mine.
Just not yours. Yeah.
That don't make
I mean,
sense.
it's
That don't
fine,
even make sense. But you know, like yeah, yeah. I get. I'm
bro.
pretty sure they'll know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, bro. Yeah. Top Gun was fire.
Yeah, no, Top
Um,
Gun. I like that. I know both Horsemen
yeah.
saw that shit like 5 times, 6 times, which I
You
think
said
is like
what?
kind of. I said I know like some people that was seeing it like 5, 6 times.
5, 6. Yeah. People like
That's
that
kind of
movie, man.
OD. No, that's OD in my opinion. Movie
Hmm.
tickets are mad expensive.
So
It's just like $11.
some people, some people though like they would put this as top one, bro, on their list for
Yeah,
top
yeah,
movies of 2022. Like they would, and I've actually seen people that have, but I can't say anything because the storyline was great, the effects
yeah,
was great. Towards the end of the movie, they had a lot of scenes that it was just good. Like the chemistry between all of the actors within the movie that was played amazingly. Um, Now, like I said, like at the beginning of the movie, I still have a negative about it. It was kind of slow. It was kind of dragging. It didn't really catch my attention till probably 2/4 till the move 2/4 of the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like
yeah.
it was just kind of slow at the beginning, and I wasn't really in tune until that point. Um, but yeah, that's my fourth place for movies for top
Yeah.
movies of 2022. Spot number 3. What's your number 3, bro?
I don't know if you agree with this or not, but number three, I
All
have
right.
Bullet Train. I really like Bullet Train, man. Bullet Train is probably the best action comedy that came out this year. and that's my opinion, and I stand by that. I
You said
stand
the
by that.
action what? You said the best what?
Best action comedy that came out this year.
Oh.
Best.
I thought you said action comic. I was like, bro, what, bro?
No. Action
I
comedy
was
that
like,
came
what?
out this year.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
standing by that. It was
All right.
funny. Yeah, it was star-studded cast: Brad Pitt, Sarah Bullock, um, Aaron Taylor. What the fuck his name is? I don't fucking remember. Hold on.
Yeah.
About look that shit.
There's a lot of big
I'm
actors in that
not
movie.
trying to disrespect mans.
Mm.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, and then I like there was just a lot of like Channing Tatum made an appearance. Um, really good protagonist, really good. He was so cool, dog. The White Death. He was like
Yeah.
a Russian Japanese guy. He came from like Russia. Nah, and he like overtook. He like ranked up into power with the Yakuza, and like he turned against the Yakuza boss, but like, and he like had one of the biggest organizations in the world. Like, I think that was cool. And like, did you also know that the movie runtime?
Hmm.
It's that's so you know how like in the movie it was from I think Tokyo to Kyoto, like that's where they were going in the movie, right?
That was where they were going to on the whole. Yeah.
Yeah. So like in the movie, like that runtime, the runtime was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's how long it actually
Mm.
takes to go from
Big.
Tokyo to Kyoto, like actual with the actual train.
Yeah.
Like I found
Oh
that
shit.
out
I didn't
like
even
a few
know.
months back. Yeah, no. So I thought
Yeah.
that was also pretty cool, like those little details. But like I
Yeah.
said, like really good protagonist. There was a little plot twist with the little prince being the White Death's daughter. I thought that was cool. I thought that was a really good spin. Like she was smart. Brad Pitt, funny as fuck. Like that whole movie was funny. I like Lemon and Tangerine, funny as shit. The British guys, so funny.
The
And
British
like
guys
that
are
little
funny,
Bad
bro.
Bunny cameo, I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
At
it
the
was
end,
fire.
he had a little segment. I thought that was pretty cool with like that origin story with
Mm.
the
Mm.
revenge origin story. I thought that was pretty cool too. Um, I hope they make like a little bit of a like. I hope they make like a sequel to it. I really want to
Yeah.
see like sequel. I'm there. First day, I'm there.
How much?
It was a really good movie.
How long after it dropped in theaters did it go to streaming? How much money did they make?
What Bully Train?
Yeah.
To look that up right now.
Says they made two hundred and
It made
39.3 million.
million off of
Yeah.
But what was the budget?
Yeah, what was the budget, right? That's how you know if they made profit.
It was 90 million for them. Oh man, they should make another one.
Yeah, they
They damn near
doubled it up.
quadrupled their shit.
Yeah, they basically made over double of
Way more than
what it
double.
made to produce the movie. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they wouldn't make a sequel. But you know, I feel like when they do make a sequel, people would 100% try to compare it to this one. So I mean, if they do make a sequel, 100% will have to be probably most likely better than this one.
They should have named it
But
Bullet Train. That's my thing. I don't think they should name it Bullet Train. Like you know that
they shouldn't. Yeah.
the two agents, the Lemon and Tangerine agents, they also had history with Brad Pitt. I think it would be cool if they like explored that shit, like the background between like the Bolivia job. That's what it was called in the movie, the Bolivia job,
Oh, okay.
where I
Yeah.
think it was Lemon. He shot Brad Pitt, Ladybug. That's his character's name. I think they should like explore like a little bit, like tap into that a little bit, like the history
The
between
background.
like, these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they kind of just came in and like basically.
And there was like already
They,
like a whole like backstory set up.
it was already a plot.
Like, between
Yeah,
like,
it
the
was already a
characters. Yeah, there's already a plot
yeah.
before the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that. Yeah, number 3 Bullet Train. I think it would be number 2 if obviously these next 2 didn't come out. It would be number 1. I was number 1 at the time.
He said number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that though, bro. I respect that.
Oh well, we have a number
now
3.
All right. So for my top 3 movie of 2022, I got Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan.
One spot above mine.
I like Wakanda Forever. Huh? Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
yours. I have my things about the movie. Overall, it was a phenomenal movie. It was a masterpiece movie. Now the way that they paid tribute to him was to Chadwick Boseman. Obviously, you know that was beautiful to see, especially at the beginning of the movie. A lot of people were kind of were kind of questioning that, and I didn't have a
What?
problem with that.
What?
Yeah, some like Jody, bro, he was questioning that, they like
Jody's corner.
yeah, yeah,
What
so
the
yeah.
fuck?
I was like, bro, like what?
Yo, Jody
So,
always hating on
um
something.
that's what I'm saying. Wakanda Forever though, like I like the movie. Obviously you could tell the star is missing. And now you got Shuri, and I feel like Shuri played a good role, but it was kind of weak as the Black Panther. It was a good role. She played a good role. She did her thing, and it was kind of weak as a Black Panther. And certain things about how like she recreated the herb and all that stuff, like I didn't agree with, because
The fuck?
obviously Black Panther and Wakanda Forever, if you go to the comics, right, the Great Mound is for the artificial herb. Like that's what makes the Great Mound the Great Mound, right?
Yeah.
And for her to just come out and artificially create this stuff, it's like it's not really natural. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
understand like where they were going for with it, because they didn't have any other choice, because Killmonger did burn off all their
He burned
artificial
that shit down.
herb.
Yeah, he burned that shit.
He burned that shit, right? Like he was literally Wakanda's worst enemy, bro. After doing that, um,
Yeah.
another thing that I really really liked in the movie was how they opened the movie, bro. The heartbeats, the side,
Yeah.
the vibration of the movie theater going into that scene of how they opened it up, bro. Like even right now, bro, I'm literally getting chills, because I could still
Yeah.
feel the way they opened it up. Like they opened it up as if, like, obviously he really passed away in person from cancer, right? And a lot of people are suffering with it. And then they show
Yeah.
you the chromosomes, the DNA of how she's trying to actually heal him, right? With like in the lab, bro. Like how could you not like that scene, bro? Like how could you not like and feel that scene? Like
Yeah.
I know I have a couple family members that's suffering with cancer, right? And
Yeah.
I could kind of relate to like what that feels like, especially at that moment. Like she's like trying to help her brother from not passing away, right? Because he passed away in real life, and how are you going
Yeah.
to? What better way is there to send off? What better way
Yeah.
is there to send off your main character of that movie? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he
But there's a lot
it
of
was hard,
symbolism with
right?
it too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of yeah, a lot of bro, major symbolism, bro. And
Yeah.
for the writer Ryan Coogler to come out, bro, without his um without his star of the movie, right, Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman, and
Yeah.
still deliver, bro. What more can you ask? Like what more can you ask, bro? What more can people ask from him? You know what I'm saying? Like they still came through. They still did what they had to do. Obviously, there's some things that I don't agree with, but it's like I foresee over that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
of how good the acting was, of how good the acting was. Angela Bassett, bro, like that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That alone,
100%.
like even the Dora Milaje, bro, when they came out and started whooping they asses, when they try to get at the beginning of the movie, when they try to get the vibranium from the lab, from one of the outskirts of the lab, bro, like that's real stuff. This is real stuff, real ideology that's happening in the real world, where colonizers are trying to actually take other people's resources, and they portrayed that perfectly in this movie, right? Now,
Yeah.
when you're going to like, one thing is like, okay, she tried to save Chadwick with the artificial herb, and then it didn't work, and that's why he passed away. But obviously, they had to make a reason for him to pass away, because he passed away in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
But for her to actually solve the artificial herb, solve like that after she met Namor and the vibranium and all that, I feel like that's kind of weird, because like one, the Great Sound is you got the meteor that strike Wakanda, right? And you basically
Mhm.
you got the meteor that strike Wakanda, and in Wakanda, you only vibranium only exists in Wakanda, so it doesn't make sense for somebody else, like another god from another culture, right? The Mayan culture, Talakan
No
culture.
more.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense for her to go get the 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 vibranium rich, because technically, why is there vibranium in like, why is there vibranium there if it's only in Wakanda? Like, that didn't really make sense. And then
I mean, like
she
one,
comes,
the vibranium, it did come from like it was like a meteor, and they
yeah,
built the whole city around that meteor because of the metal. So
yeah, but
maybe
that
it
was
was
Wakanda.
like, oh well, it was maybe some of those debris pieces went into like the ocean. You know what I mean? Because that
The
it
ocean,
was a big
yeah,
ass rock. So like I can
right,
kind of see
right,
like,
right,
okay, yeah, where that is coming from. I
yeah,
don't know, like that's how you not see it, but I can like see that as like being a realistic kind of thing, like
yeah. I know what
debris,
you mean,
like
but
space
like
debris.
it,
Yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean, but like, remember when they were explaining how like Namor got, like, the rock that the fish, that the first, when they started going into the water and all that, the rock that they got from their god, right? The feather
yeah,
serpent god, right? And then they drunk it, they turned blue and all that, and then they were able to go into the ocean and settle in the ocean. It's like, oh wow, there's vibranium here. So it's like, I don't, I've seen the movie twice, so I seen the movie twice in November, but I kind of have to watch it again if I'm not mistaken. Don't come at me if I'm tripping out, but it's kind of like it didn't really add up to, like, you bring this serpent feather god herb to Wakanda, and then it makes you the Black Panther. Like, what? Like, it didn't really resonate.
yeah,
It's kind of like, bro, what, bro? Like, how? That doesn't make any sense. If anything, they should have
yeah,
had boss the boss come, and she is like, Wakanda's at their lowest, and it's like they should have had that. They should have had that, and then um you know uh, something from above, like a, like, boss, which is their god, their savior, come, basically come to Shuri with artificial herb or something of that matter, like, not artificial herb, the actual herb. You know what I'm saying? The actual herb, the actual herb,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
have her take that, because it didn't really make sense. Like, some of the stuff, it didn't really make sense. That's why, like, I was like, I had to rank it as number 3. But there's I could
Yeah.
go on and on about this movie because I really liked
Yeah,
it,
yeah, I mean,
and the way
yeah.
yeah, the way they paid tribute to him was amazing.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Like, it made what? How much did this movie make? I'm pretty sure this movie made like
You should make a
850
shit ton
million.
of money.
Yeah, it made a good amount. It didn't make as much as the first Black Panther, but it made a good amount. Uh
It said it made 1.3 billion, dog. Oh no, that's Black Panther. What?
yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, it says 768.8 million. So that's a dub.
How much?
Um, 767.8 million.
Yeah, they made more than the budget, of course, because I'm pretty sure it only how much did they? I think they made double of the budget. Obviously,
Mhm.
coming and trying to produce that through a pandemic as well. Like, that's another reason why I believe, you can't really. There's a lot of things that you can say about this movie, but I don't know. I can't really find anything more negative than what I already said about this movie. Um, so yeah, I mean, they made profit, they made money. Hopefully, we get a Black Panther 3. Hopefully, I heard we're gonna get rumors of the first Black Panther, Bashenga. Something about,
Yeah.
like, something. Have you seen that, bro?
Seen what?
Have you seen, like, how they're going? They may make a kind of like a series, or like a special presentation or something like that on Bashenga, which was the first Black Panther, and how he
Yeah.
got the herb. Yeah, so
I
I'm
think
bro. I'm
that'll be. I
excited for
think that'll be
that.
dope. Yeah.
That would be dope. Yeah, that would be fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Ryan Coogler is the only person that should write this. Nobody else should write Black Panther. Nobody else has the
Yeah.
rights to write Black
Like
Panther.
Henry Cavill
Or
and Superman, ain't nobody should take that role, bro. Nobody.
yeah, nobody should have took that role. Nor should they have kicked him out of that role, bro. Like that was bad.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
How could you see? How could you not?
Now, how
Now,
could you see someone else as Superman? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Now that I just reviewed my Wakanda Forever review, and that's my top 3 movie of 2022. Let's move on to top 2. So, what's your top 2 movie of 2022, bro?
I don't know if you've seen this, John, but The Northman. That was number 2 for me. I really like The Northman. The Northman. It's like a Viking movie. I know the director, Robert Eggers. I don't know if you know him, but
Okay.
he makes really really good movies. He made The Lighthouse and The Witch. I don't know if you're familiar with those movies, but they did like really really well at the box office. Willem Dafoe. I think he was in The Lighthouse with I forgot who it was. He was in The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson. So that is a really good movie.
You said Willem Dafoe, right?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. He's also in The Northman too. He plays one of the
Green Goblin, bro.
The Green Motherfucking
You gotta know him.
Goblin.
You gotta know
Willem
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Gotta know
Yeah,
Willem Dafoe.
he's a dub. He's a dub. Yeah. So he's in The Lighthouse with Robert Eggers. I think he's in all 3 of the Robert Eggers movies. But he played with the Jester in The Northman. But I really like The Northman because Alexander Skarsgård, he did really good as a lead role. It's like a Viking mythic, like a Viking movie with like a little bit of like mystical shit in it, and like a hint of mystical shit in it, like
magical stuff.
Like a little bit. Like it's still like somewhat realistic, but like just a little bit. Like it's a little bit wacky. But that's Robert Eggers. Robert Eggers, like with The Lighthouse and The Witch, he's known for like that realistic, but like that ultra realistic style of movies. But like I really like The Northman because I think the movie premise was good. So I don't know, you haven't seen it, right?
I haven't seen it. I think I seen it. I think I seen a little the beginning of it. I don't remember exactly. My dad was watching it, and I'm pretty sure I just watched like the beginning of it a little bit. I just don't remember exactly what happened. I can't really talk on it.
Yeah, it's basically like, I'm not gonna spoil it if you do want to watch it, but it's basically like it's a revenge story. It's so Alexander Skarsgård's character, when he was a boy, his uncle killed his dad and then took his mom. So then his whole motivation throughout, like as he grows up, is just to kill his uncle and then save the kingdom that he was a part of, because he was the prince. His dad was the king. And then save his mom. That's like the whole premise of the movie.
Wow.
There was a lot of good scenes. Like I know the end scene, there was like a volcano scene. They're like the climax of the movie, it was a volcano shot. So the volcano was like erupting as they were fighting. It was really cool. There was a lot of good scenes, like Alexander Skarsgård as like the main role as like that Viking he's just so good, because it's like it really shows like how, like in that age with like Iceland and all that back in the day when they're considered Vikings, how they were living, you know what I'm saying? Like with they were training each other off, like training men and women, having the men work as like either soldiers or like doing the heavy work, while the women were like in the kitchen or like cleaning, all that other stuff, being like a wife, like that was just the reality of it. But I like Alexander Skarsgård and like the character. I like the movie because it like the action is really good. Like I know when he was with another like clan or like kingdom, I don't know what it's called, they were like wolf people, like they would imitate wolves, and like they would travel like packs, like they would howl and shit. Like I just thought it was a really good movie because I don't know, I'm just drawn into that Viking shit, like that old like warrior stuff, like Vikings, Aztecs, all that stuff. Like that stuff really interests me. And I feel like with the Northman, they really
Yeah.
got that aspect of life with like the Icelands. I don't know what like the term would be called, but with like in that
The
era of like
Icelanders or something.
the Iceland.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to offend nobody.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But like yeah, with like all the Viking, like that Viking aspect of the movie, I just really liked it. And there's a lot of good scenes. The fight scenes were good. Like all that stuff was good. Like Alexander Skarsgård's character, he was just a tank, like Holland. But if he was a Viking,
Like Holland.
if he was a Viking,
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna have to watch this movie, bro. I
no,
think
no,
like you
like yeah, you
explaining
might
that. Yeah.
think like some of this shit's weird, but it's like you're kind
Yeah.
of interested in it. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
But also, it's like I can't stop watching it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I think
I'm
if
gonna
you
have
like,
to.
gotta give it a try.
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna definitely watch it. I think I watched the beginning of it, but I then went like I watched the beginning of it. My dad was watching it, and then I had stuff to do, so I'm pretty sure like I didn't watch. I didn't watch the majority of it.
It's a very like
So
savage primal movie. Yeah.
okay, I'll probably like it then. I
Yeah.
mean, just based off of the plot that you said, like his
Yeah.
backstory, like that's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Like you mean like they took his mom, like his uncle took his mom, like
His
meaning
uncle
that
took his
like
mom as like to like be his wife, basically.
oh shoot,
So
how did the mom like take that?
so it's kind of like a bit of a plot twist.
Like how,
It's a bit of a so in the
really?
beginning, she took
Was
it
she
as
acting like his
like
wife?
she was screaming, but when you come to like later on to the movie when he like re-meets his mom when he's like older, it's a
Yeah.
little that wasn't the case. So
Oh
yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
snap, this is
It's a,
deep.
it's
All
a,
right.
yeah,
Nah, all right, that's fire. I'm gonna have to watch it then.
yeah.
Wow,
You're kind of just
okay.
like, oh shit, yeah,
Shit, okay. All right. Bet. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to watch that movie. But anyway,
yeah,
that was your top two, right?
yeah,
That was your
yeah.
two. That was your second place. All
That's
right.
my number two. Yeah, that's my number two.
Yeah. So my second place is all right. So my second place is Avatar: The Way of Water. All right. I really like that movie.
I'm interested to hear what your number one is now that you said that because Avatar was a really, really, really good movie.
Yeah.
Really good
I
movie.
liked Avatar, and it was a
So
really good
I'm
movie.
kind of wondering what's
My
your
top
number
one.
one?
We're gonna save
I
that. We're
gotta
gonna
know
save
now.
that. Huh?
I said I gotta know now because Avatar. I
Uh,
think that could have taken the spot for number one. Like in my opinion.
easily. That could have easily taken number one, bro. But I just couldn't put it over number one because that movie was vicious. That movie was amazing. That movie was like it was everything, bro. But
Yeah,
Avatar: The Way of Water movie was really good. FX was amazing. The dynamics, the acting dynamics, the dynamic of the characters within the movie with the family and like how Jake Sully was like he was the man, bro. Like this movie, right? Avatar was the first. Like mark my words, was the first worldwide like lately that we got like of a kind of like masculine energy. You know what I'm saying in the movie because lately, like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not against anything LGBTQ or anything like that, but there has been a lot of that in movies, right? And I feel like Avatar they kind of show that masculine side of like Jake Sully and like basically how a man is supposed to like basically protect his family, bro.
yeah. So like
And
with the man,
basically
like so like yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you, but like yeah, it
yeah,
really
go ahead.
showed
Go
like
ahead.
the premise. Yeah, it really showed like the premise of like what a man is supposed to do, which is like the whole protect, provide, and support thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel
Yep.
like with Way of Water, they really like portrayed that with like how he was protecting his family, like the aspect of it,
Mm,
providing for like his family, and then
exactly.
supporting the emotional aspect of his family. Like it was a really family based movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it really showed like
bro.
what a man like that what the ideal man should be doing.
Exactly. And that's not. I feel like that's not what we haven't we haven't as a man, bro. We haven't got a lot of that lately. You know what I'm saying? We haven't
Yeah,
got a lot of that
yeah,
lately. Um, in Avatar, bro, like the shit that Jake Sully had to go through, bro, like leaving his
Yeah.
whole entire this is spoiler, like this is a spoiler review of movies.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
you got a problem
yeah.
with it, please go watch this
It's
Avatar
2020.
movie
It's
because if you haven't,
2023. You should have been watching this
yeah,
stuff. You should have been
you
watching
should
this.
have been
That's your
watched it.
fault. That's your
Yeah,
fault.
exactly. Exactly, bro. Like him having to leave his own people, bro, his own
Yeah,
Metakaya people, bro, like leaving his entire clan behind, right? And basically
yeah,
like having because the humans are back, bro. Like the humans are back. It basically shows another ideology that happened in real life with
yeah,
colonization, how the Europeans colonized Africa and a lot of other countries,
yeah,
Brazil, like a lot of South American countries, United States, like how but this is the same thing that's happening to Pandora, bro. Like it's the same thing that's happening
yeah.
to Pandora, um, with what's his name, Miles, right? Isn't his name Miles
Yeah.
Quaritch or something like that? Miles Quaritch, and then they came back
Something along those
as
lines. Yeah.
avatars, bro.
Yeah.
That was shit was cool. That was amazing. That was cool.
You're talking about like from
Like
the
the
first
way
movie,
that
right?
yeah, from the first movie, how like
Yeah.
how basically like no, the only problem that I had with this movie is he died in the first movie. Quaritch, like he died
Yeah.
in the
No,
first movie. You tell
his
me,
physical body died, but his
yeah,
avatar
his
body
physical
didn't
body,
die. So that's why he was able to
but he
like
didn't.
still be an
Yeah,
avatar.
but then you'd have to drift though with the avatar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he didn't. Like they uploaded his like I don't know how they did that, bro. Like obviously years and years go by in human research. Obviously that's the only thing that I could think of that possibly could have made him a avatar, like a fully avatar without
Yeah.
him having to be there, without him,
Yeah.
with like how did you upload his memory before he died type shit? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
understand that part. That's the only part. That's the only thing I have a problem with in that, bro. The effects of this movie was amazing. The family
Hmm.
orientation of this movie was good. I like how they show how the son, bro, like when the son died, bro, when Tatum
Yeah.
died, bro, that had me,
Yeah.
bro. I was like, yo, he just like this is their firstborn. This is the guy who's supposed to lead the next tribe, the new clan, and
Yeah.
like, yo, they just showed him like that shit was emotional, bro. Like that emotionally hurt me, bro, to see him
Yeah.
die like that. Like, and it was I'm not gonna lie, like the younger brother was kind of blowing me throughout the whole movie
Oh
because most of
God,
the
man,
stuff.
he was making me mad. He was making me mad.
He said what?
I said he was making me mad. I ain't gonna count.
He was kind of making me kind of tight, but it's like that's a part of family, bro. Like that's a part of like growing up and kind of learning and stuff like that. Like you could put your family into detrimental like into a detrimental position, and if you like do certain things, it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's a good movie though, like for children
Yeah.
and family. And I also like the way how like the Kiri girl, how like
Hmm.
she has to be something like with the planet, like she has to how she could hear Awa and like all that stuff, like
Yeah.
that was cool. And like I feel like they're gonna be going she's something special, bro. Like she's not just a regular Navi, like blue
Yeah.
Navi person. Like she's not just like she has something else, bro, in her blood, in her she's something else. Like she's something different. She has a superpower, something that involves AWA, like that whole thing. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna be going into. Obviously for the third movie of Avatar, they're not done because the also Spider, bro. I like how they did Spider because like
Yeah.
obviously Quaritch had a son, and Spider was a human that literally like he was just there, like
Yeah.
he was kind of like stranded, like everybody left and he was left behind. And it shows you like it really just shows you like a representation of other kids that are
Yeah.
like that as
Yeah.
well, you know, and how like other families take them in, how they teach them their own things. And like I like the dynamic when obviously he was taken, how he still like he was still saved his biological not biological dad, because the avatar itself isn't its biological dad, his biological dad, but
Yeah.
like kind of like his father, you know what I'm saying? Like that was
Yeah, like
That I
brother
don't
figure.
understand
Yeah.
why he would do that, but it's kind of like if you know that's your father, like, and you're like little, certain kids have certain um things that make him do certain things. I don't know why he did that, but he did, and now he's not really dead now, and the humans are still there, like they're still there. So Avatar 3 is gonna be wicked. Avatar 3 is gonna be crazy. I wonder what's gonna happen in that.
Yeah,
James
Avatar 3 is
Cameron,
gonna be a
you're
banger.
yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
banger. James Cameron, awesome director. The now is made, I'm pretty sure, close to $1 billion or something like that worldwide. So
Goddamn.
yeah, this movie's massive, massive movie. Uh, that's basically all I have to say about Avatar. The action scenes again, the action scenes were cool too. Like they were just like Jake Sully really sold the Navi how to really like come up, bro. Like how to really take over shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's him in that movie. Like you can't say nothing else. And like the fish people, like the water tribe, the Metakayana people, like they were cool.
Yeah.
And also I like the dynamic of when Loak, like when he literally the son's guy, like the guy's son, the leader of the other tribe, his son, punched him, and then they went back home. They fought and all that. They went back home, and Jake was like, "Who's messed up more?" or something like that. That shit was cool. I said that shit was cool, bro. That's a scene that like really grabbed me into the movie as well. It's little stuff like that. Like that's cool, bro. I just think that shit was cool. But um, without further ado, that was my top. That was my second one for top two.
Yeah.
That was my top 2 movie of 2022, and it could have been easily top 1, but this next movie that we're gonna talk about, yeah, I just it's just one of a kind, bro. It's too.
I think we have
It's too.
the same movie. I think we have the same movie. Pretty sure we have the same movie.
Yeah,
What you're talking
yeah,
about, I'm
we
like,
have
yeah,
the same.
we have the same movie.
We got the same movie. Has to. Bro. Ain't no way.
It has to be.
We could shout it on. We could shout our movie on the count of 1, on the count of 5, right? If it's the same movie, then we talking about this drum.
We
right.
we lit. If it's the same movie.
All right. 5,
You about to
4,
say Minions.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
The Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman, bro. We got
The Batman was probably one of the best movies to come out within the last 2 years. The soundtrack, fire. Robert Pattinson.
Wait,
fire.
nah. You tripping. You got No Way Home, bro. Tripping. It's up there though. It's up there. You said the last 2 years you had No Way Home that came out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that was an exaggeration.
Yeah. But the movie was fire. The Batman was the shit, bro.
That was the movie. I really like the soundtrack. It really like you could really feel like get like that sense of fear from the soundtrack, like of the Batman. I know that the track it was inspired by the Empire Strike, the Emperor, the Darth Vader theme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It was the track was inspired by that. Now you can hear a little bit of.
I didn't even know that.
Track.
I didn't even know that, bro. Wow.
Yeah, so I really like Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, I think he was probably the most comic book accurate young Batman that we've seen out of all that Batman.
Out of anybody.
I know
out of any of the other.
I know with the Riddler, yeah, 100%. I know with the Riddler is a little bit of a spin on it. He wasn't the more goofy, comical Riddler that we're used to seeing within like Batman Beyond and all that with Jim Carrey. I know his character is more serious, more of like a Zodiac killer type. Which I think
more like a serial killer.
He gave me Zodiac killer vibes. I really like that about him. I really like that new Riddler. I think that
I agree.
I wouldn't have any other way. The actor, what was his name? Paul Dano or something like that.
Paul Dano, yeah.
Or Paul Dano. Yeah, he did a really, really good job portraying Riddler.
The Riddler,
Kind of showed that Riddler was like really like insane, like he was a
mentally insane.
but he was
Yeah,
also really, really smart.
smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Really
bro.
smart.
Yes, bro. Yes, yes.
Like you can really
Um,
you can really immerse yourself in like Batman. Like it made you feel as if like his dialogue, it made you feel like okay, yeah, like I like it makes you feel like you're Batman. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
feel like you about to
it
go
made
out
you
there and
feel
start
like a
beating up a
detective,
motherfucker.
bro.
Yeah, it
That's what
really
I'm
makes you
saying,
like
bro.
you really like feel like you're that character. And that's what that movie like to
Exactly.
me.
Like you
Like
got to
I
figure
really
out,
felt like I was that character.
yo, with the villain especially, because you have the Riddler, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Batman has to solve these riddles, right? Batman in this movie is portrayed as a detective that's fucking people up. I'm sorry, but he was fucking people up. Batman was whooping
oh yeah,
people's
no.
asses, bro. And the thing
I mean
is
that's what
like
he's
the
known for doing
Riddler,
in like
like,
the comics.
huh?
I said, I mean that's what he's kind of known for doing in the comics, just like completely just destroying people.
He was known for that, and bro, Detective Comics 28 or Detective Comics, right? Detective Comics was his first appearance as Batman,
Yeah,
right? This movie, he was the detective. He's being a detective the whole movie, man. He had to figure out these riddles, right? These riddles weren't easy to solve.
yeah,
Like when they killed the mayor, bro. When they killed
yeah,
the mayor, bro. Like when he was like, um, what does a liar do when he's dead?
yeah,
People couldn't figure the cops couldn't figure that out. Also, I liked how the cops were portrayed, bro. The cops in
yeah,
Gotham City were portrayed like Gotham City should be portrayed, bro. Mayhem. Um, the cops were wearing leather jackets, bro. Like this is like a
yeah,
older type of like New York, Gotham City type of vibe. Like the way they gave it,
yeah.
the type of vibe they gave the movie was you couldn't, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but I can't get my words out the way I want to because how I feel about this movie. Like, obviously, it's top one.
Yeah,
This is the best Batman.
Trouble.
Robert Pattinson, guys could come at me, the best Batman to actually play the role.
100%.
No
100%.
other. Yeah,
He's the most
may
accurate.
call him. Yeah, most accurate. People may call him emo, but dude,
That's kind of what he
this
was
guy
in the
was dressed up.
comics.
This guy was dressed up as
I've
Batman
seen the
100%.
panels. I've seen the panels. So
You've seen the panels
yeah,
of the comics, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Uh, like yeah, the Penguin Fire. They're supposed to be coming out with his own series. By the way,
yeah. Colin Farrell, W Penguin.
yeah, fire. That shit
All
was
the villain,
fire.
all the there was a lot of really really good scenes. Like yeah, there are a movie, but there was a lot of good scenes in there. I know with the car chase with the penguin when we first saw the
Oh yeah.
Batmobile, I really
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like yeah, he stalled up the
But a
car,
Batman. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no, that shit's fast as fuck. I mean, like, yeah, it was in the rain. We had the fucking twin turbo, all types of bullshit going on with that car. But it was a
Yeah.
really cool car. I really liked it.
I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
into this movie thinking that the Batman wasn't gonna be the movie that I just didn't. I thought I wasn't gonna feel it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. Um, obviously the Batmobile, like this is his young years. Remember, like this is only his second year being Batman, bro. So it's like when he starts to become that older Batman, he upgrades to the Batmobile, and stuff like that. But other than that, bro, like they portrayed the Batcave correct. They did. Um, the Riddler was, bro, insane, bro. Like the part where they had the mayor the DA actually strapped up to the bomb, bro. Come
yeah,
on, man. Come on, bro. Riddler was cold blooded killer out here, man. Cold
yeah. No, he
blooded
was really good.
killer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. The way the movie, also the whole thing with Catwoman and Carmen Falcone and like the corruption within the
yeah,
government. Bro, come on, man. This stuff is realistic type. These are like realistic type of stuff too. Like you could like
yeah,
I'm not saying the government is corrupt, but obviously we know that, right? We know the government is corrupt, 100%. You know what I'm saying? You guys could argue with
yeah.
me. You guys will lose every single time.
There is no argument
Yeah,
over that. We know, we know,
we
we
know.
know,
Yeah,
we
we
know,
know.
we know.
But bro, like the Batman was the shit. The Batman was number one of 2022. The Batman was the best Batman movie to come out. If we're talking about the Dark Knight and all that stuff, that was cool. That was amazing. But
I like the Dark Knight. Yeah,
personally, I love that. I loved it, bro. That was amazing. The sequel, The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight, that was amazing. But
Yeah,
me, I like the Batman over those. I personally prefer those. I feel like you said, I felt like Batman having to solve these riddles that
yeah.
Riddler was fucking people up, man. He was trying to expose people and like whole thing about it.
They killed like 6 people, right?
Bro, he killed a lot of people, bro. He killed I don't know how many people he killed, but he killed a lot of government
Confirmed.
people.
Yeah.
Confirmed, bro. Like
Because I know with the end scene, there had to be at least a few people that drowned. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. Yo, I thought the movie was over when he was like when Batman went to go visit Riddler in the jail.
Yeah,
This motherfucker ended up flooding the whole city. That's a real fucking villain, bro.
yeah.
He flooded the whole Gotham City. I thought that shit was over. I
He
said,
planned that
bro, I was
John
watching
too.
it. Huh? Say it again.
I said he planned that John too.
He
Before when
planned
he
it.
got caught, he planned himself getting turned in.
Yeah, he planned on. Yep, exactly. He just said, "Fuck you. I'm turning myself in, and you're gonna see this shit, and you're gonna get fucked up. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah,
He's over here joking with the Joker in jail, fucking around, being insane in this mental Gotham. What is it? The
and Gotham
fucking
Asylum.
Gotham Asylum or Arkham
Yeah,
Asylum or wherever he was
Gotham
at.
Asylum. Yeah, Gotham Asylum.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yo, this motherfucker was crazy, man. He fucking with me. He was fucking with my mind, bro. I'm over here in the AMC theater like this, fucking rolled back, trying to figure out what the fuck this guy's doing. Like, dude, I didn't
Yeah,
like this is a real cold-blooded serial ass killer, bro. Like, I don't I don't know, man. That shit was crazy. I have no problems with Batman. I have nothing to
no, no.
I don't have anything to say negative about this movie, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No, I
at
don't
all.
have anything. Yeah, I think it was perfect. It was perfect. It was
Yeah.
the best way, best villains, best storyline. There was multiple different storylines going on, little tiny storylines going on in
Mm-hmm.
the movie. I really like that. Um, I think they're gonna do Mr. Freeze for Batman 2. I think, right?
I think they might do Mr. Freeze or they might do the Court of Owls for
I think the
Batman
Court of
number
I think the
two.
Court of Owls. I think the Court of Owls will be better.
I think that would be better. I think that's what they're aiming for. Um, yeah, I think, bro, Robert Pattinson is the guy to be the Batman. They're trying to do their standalone, like their standalone, like universe with him in it. But to be honest, and then have like another Justice League Batman. But I can't see another Batman, bro. Like actual like Batman. Like this guy's like how Henry Cavill was to Superman, but he's to Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't find anybody else to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
do Batman.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, we already had all the good
Any other?
Batmans like Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else that can be a good Batman.
They were good, but bro, Robert Pattinson was great. Like I'm
Yeah,
not like I'm
they
not
were all
gassing
good.
him.
They
I'm
were
just
all good.
being honest. Yeah, they were all good. They were all good. I'm just like shit. When the motherfucker Riddler, bro, when he fucking like I think it was the cop. I think it was the cop, right?
Yeah,
He had the rats, bro.
yeah.
Motherfucker ate
The
his own
sheriff,
fucking
or
head.
the chief,
Yeah, the
the
sheriff.
chief commissioner, the commissioner. He was the commissioner at the time,
Yeah, the chief.
I think.
Yeah, the commissioner.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. He had that motherfucker scared, bro. He
yeah,
was. He was. He did his shame to fucking people up. Like that man did what he had to do. Right now, this next
yeah.
movie, you got good.
I was saying, there's a lot of plot twists with it too, like with like Carmine Falcone being like the rat, and the Thomas
Yeah,
Wayne Foundation and all that other stuff going on with like the orphanage,
yeah.
and how like the Riddler
Uh,
knew that it was Bruce Wayne as Batman, like all that other stuff. Like there was just a lot that was going on in that movie.
It's like like you said, bro. It's a lot of little storylines within that one movie, which I really enjoyed. That made it more entertaining, and it wasn't boring, bro. Like it kept my attention. Like that shit. That movie
No,
was
it
like a
wasn't
long
boring at
ass.
all. I mean, there
Yeah,
were some scenes that I
it
was
kept.
kind of like, I'm not trying to watch this shit, but it was a good
Yeah,
movie.
it was a good movie. Like I liked the. It was 3 hour movie, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. I can tell you that. The runtime, you didn't feel the runtime at all. The screen time that Batman got and Catwoman got, I liked it. That
I
was
wanted
good.
more.
How
I
do you
wanted, I
feel
wanted, I
about
wanted 5 hours. What you talking about? I want
5 hours?
I want 5
Facts,
times.
bro. I could have done a 5 hour Batman movie. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I did not feel that runtime at all. I felt like
I
bro,
mean,
when I walked out that
yeah.
movie theater, I felt like Batman.
He
Huh?
said, bro, you saw the memes and all the TikToks about everybody feeling like they're Batman with like something in the way and all that stuff. Like that was low key me. Like when I
Oh,
was going,
something in the
because I know we were
yeah,
still, I was still a senior when that movie
yeah,
came out. So like I was going to
yeah.
school and shit, like fucking feeling like Batman. Yeah, no, it was a wild time. It was a wild time.
How do you feel about this new Catwoman?
What's her name?
S- Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. She fire. She's very
Yeah.
pretty. Um, I think yeah, she portrayed a good Catwoman.
Mm.
You know, the deceptive, the flirty type. You know what I mean? And with
Yes.
fighting style too. Yeah, everything about the movie was perfect. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Paul
Mm-hmm.
Dano as
Paul Dano as a
Riddler,
Riddler. Yep.
the actor for Commissioner Gordon. You know everything. Yeah,
Ooh, he was fire.
yeah.
Commissioner Gordon was
He's
fire,
underrated. You
bro.
know, no one's really talking about him, but he was a good commissioner. You know, what I mean, he really played that role, like with helping Batman, and you know, when everyone was against him, he was with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Commissioner Gordon, bro, he played it. He did a good role, bro. He played this shit because,
Yeah,
like remember when the scene where all the cops had Batman on the fucking on the table and shit, and he was like, "Just hit
yeah.
me real quick," and then and then run, so
Completely
he fucking
smacks
escaped.
him.
Completely fucked him up, knocked his ass out,
Yeah,
and then ran, bro. Come on, dude.
yeah.
The commissioner
He
for
like he was the
Gordon,
boom with the zip line. He's going.
it, yup, he was gone. From the beginning of the movie, bro, when Gordon brought his ass in, people thought his ass
Yeah.
was crazy. And motherfucker, bro, Gordon, he nice, man. He nice. I don't even know who's the actor. Who's the actor of Gordon, Commissioner Gordon?
Look it up real quick. I'm on standby.
Mm.
It was Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, he was fired.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. Let me see what other movies he did. Maybe I know. Yeah, he was in the James Bond
Wait,
movie.
he was in the James Bond movie. Yeah, he plays in James Bond. He was in the multiple James Bond movies, right?
Yeah, he was in like. Yeah, he was in one of the first ones. He was in the newer one, No Time to Die. He was in the Hunger Games. I think
Hmm.
yeah, he was in all three of the Hunger Games. Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
was in a lot of he was in a lot of good movies.
yeah, man. Comic accurate Batman. I can't wait to see you back
Yeah,
on the screen, man. I can't wait.
Robert Patterson.
Yeah, bro, I'm about to buy me a couple of freaking Detective Comics,
by
bro.
by display.
Shit. You said what?
You say you buy a display?
Yeah, I'm about to buy the display. For real. Detective Comics, the first appearance of Batman. Bro,
Yeah,
like this movie really made me like I just
yeah.
turned into a bigger Batman fan. I was already a Batman fan. This movie already
I was
this
kind of shaky on Batman, but now I'm kind of like he's GOAT status.
oh yeah. I I was shifty because of like I didn't really support Ben Affleck as Batman, bro. That shit was not cutting it for me.
Doesn't matter.
That shit was
No,
not
I rather Christian Bale's Batman was better. He
Christian
was
Bale.
listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily Christian Bale's Batman was better. Ben Affleck's Batman was too I just didn't like it, bro. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
It wasn't really Batman, bro. Like it wasn't it was too
it just didn't feel like
it was
Batman, you
flat.
know.
It was too flat in my opinion. It was very flat. Like his performances was flat, bro.
Yeah,
So this concludes our top 5 movies of 2022. Please stay tuned for more content by the mind of the matter. We are the mind of the matter. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's keep producing. And
We're gonna keep on dropping this shit. Go Man City. Go Erling Haaland. Chelsea game on right now. They take the dub.
gotta go.
Hater.
All right. We are out.